Good morning, everybody. Welcome to my coffee break. Today I'm going to be trying, well, I have tried before because I really like it, but I'm going to try again. Peet's coffee, Major Dickason's blend. My understanding is that Alfred Peet's had a customer and that suggested a blend, and so Alfred Peet's, that's his name, Alfred Peet's, put together a blend of different coffee beans to make this blend for his favorite customer. So it's Major Dickerson's dark roast coffee. I made a French press because usually a good dark roast coffee, you can make a good French press out of it. So that's what I did. There we go. And I got my coffee cup in pretty good size one too. It's not. I want to be sure to be able to enjoy a good cup of coffee, because if you have a small one, you go, man, you have to fill it up again. So this is up. There we go. So we're going to try this today. I made this, and we're going to see. My understanding, a lot of people like this coffee, so I'm going to try it. It's $9 a bag, so a little expensive. I normally don't spend that much money, but I mean, this one's 10.5-ounce bag, which some bags are like 12, some are a pound. This one is 10.5 ounces, excuse me, and 297 grams of coffee. And then this one was like $9 and some change. I don't remember what the change was, but yeah, we're going to try this. Hey, what's pretty neat is on here they have a freshness buy. So I needed to buy this before May 26, 2022. And it says it was roasted in February, so not too long ago was it roasted. Actually last month, right? About a month ago. So I actually went to go look for another coffee that Google had said that they had, but they didn't have it. I was looking for a Black Rifle coffee, but I ended up getting the Peet's. So let's give this a try, shall we? It smells really good. Oh yeah, that's really good. Really smooth. It's pretty smooth. All right. I'm not left-handed. I need to turn this around, but the only thing is, if I turn it around, you won't see but first coffee. And then you see my, sorry about that. This is pretty good. I heard a story, speaking of Major Dickerson, I heard a story about a greeter that worked at a department store, and every day he was either 10 to 5, 10, 15 minutes late every day. So one day the boss, the manager, he said, I'm going to talk to hey Rob, thank you. Good to see you. Thank you for joining me. So he pulled him aside, and he pulled him to his office, and he says, hey, sir, I noticed that you've been every day 5 to 10 minutes late. Every day. And he goes, yeah, sir, I've been working on it. I've been trying to get here on time. And he goes, well, you do a really good job. You're a really good greeter, and people really love you, and they come by and they, always ask about you. And when you're off, and he said, well, I'll work on it. And he goes, wait a minute. And the boss says, wait a minute, weren't you in the Army? And he goes, aren't you retired from the Army? And I know you were an officer. And he goes, well, what did they do when you were late? And he would, well, they would stand up and salute me and say, what would you like in your coffee, General? Yeah, you know, I guess the general can be late if he wants to be. I wanted to send out some good thoughts and good, um, I guess, prayers, because last night in Central Texas, in Austin area in Central Texas, they had tornadoes. 10 tornadoes touched down in the central area of Texas, and it missed San Antonio by that much. I was at work. My phone didn't go off or anything, so that's a good thing. But yeah, I heard that on the way home, and they said Round Rock, Texas, which is north west of Austin. They had a tornado touchdown, and I hope my friend Bud is okay. He lives in Copra Coves. That's Central Texas. Rob, I made a French press out of this coffee. And this one's a whole bean. I ground it up last night, what I needed for my French press. And Peet is in Berkeley, California. It was started, Alfred Peet opened up his first shop in Berkeley, California in 1966. And quite united the revolution that will forever change the expectations of American coffee drinkers. So this coffee is from California. No, we don't. San Antonio doesn't have basement. South Texas. I don't know about Austin. I know northern Texas. They do have. They have like storm cellars, they call them. No, we don't have basements. We would have to, but we would, if in San Antonio, if we do have a tornado, we would have to go to the most central room in the house. And for us, we have a bathroom that's in the center of the house. Actually, the guest bathroom and the main bathroom are connected side by side, which is kind of weird, right? But we could go into that. Several years ago, it's been, I think, I'm trying to remember, it's been a long time, probably about 10 to 15 years ago, on one of the streets, a main street here called Wurzbach Road, there was two apartments, apartment on each side of the road, and a tornado came down and hit one of the apartments, just like went right through it, because both sides were still up, and it went through it, and then it jumped the street, and it hit the other apartment, and then went back up. And so on each side of the apartments, they had a gap, and that was really weird. But I never seen a, well, I hope I never do. I never seen a funnel cloud before. I mean, just on, you know, videos and stuff like that. But the front came in yesterday, and we got some rain from it. But I was at work at the time, so I didn't really see the rain. And so, but yeah, I heard last night. I saw a video where Pickles Bill, I don't know the story. To be honest, I don't. I would have to look that up for you, Bill. Rob, I would have to look that up. I don't know it. I guess growing up in Texas, I should know that, right? But I've lived in San Antonio all my life, but I moved twice for the company that I worked for. I went to El Paso, Texas for a year, and then I went to Corpus Christi, Texas for 3 years. And the whole time we were in Corpus, we never experienced a hurricane. They had a big storm one time, but it wasn't a hurricane though. Corpus Christi is on the Gulf Coast of San Antonio. You don't tame. Oh, he tamed a Texas twister. Oh, this is really good. I'm gonna have to have some more. But yeah, I guess that's an old folk tale, right? Up there with the Paul Bunyans and stuff like that. I haven't even looked outside yet. I woke up this morning and made some coffee. I wanted to share it with you, but I think it's probably still raining outside. Yes, it has, right? All those folk tales. Yeah. I would have to say this is really good and smooth. It's really smooth. It's an imperishable world blend, rich, complex, and full body. So I got this at, I was coming home from work last night, and I said, I need to stop and get some coffee. So I stopped at Walmart, which they were closing in 15 minutes. Walmart is no longer 24 hours. They close at 11 o'clock here. Same thing with our grocery store here, H-E-B. They used to be 24 hours, and then, well, some of them, not every one of them, but some of them used to be 24 hours, but now they close at 11. So, oh, thank you, Swiss Mike, for liking my tweet. If you're watching me on Twitter, you have to come over to YouTube so I can see your comment. Because if you make a comment on Twitter, I won't be able to see it. It's supposed to rain today and tomorrow. Yeah, I don't know when how long the forecast, but we do need the rain here in San Antonio. Our water aquifer, St. Edward's water aquifer here in San Antonio, it's where we get our water supply, and it's been kind of dry. I mean, it's been cold every once in a while, but it's been kind of dry on this month. So far this month, we hadn't had any rain till yesterday. And so when we don't get rain and everybody's, using it to try to get their yard, since spring, trying to get their yard looking good and everything, so everybody's watering their yards. So water level went down in the Edwards water plateau, and so it's normally about 600, I think it was like 670 feet, but it's down to like 660 feet, and they haven't, normally when it starts getting low, they'll say, hey, wait a minute, you can only water your yard on Tuesday. If you have an odd number address, and on Monday, if you have an even number, and but they haven't said that yet, so I guess we're okay. And then also too, they asked you like to do your laundry on a certain day, but so either try not to do like small loads, try to do big loads or something like that. And I live sort of in the area of the Edwards Aquifer, so they really, stress that that you watch what chemicals you put on your yard, what kind of just be sure that you're disposing chemicals in the proper place, so that way it doesn't get into the water aquifer. We really do need the rain here. We were in a drought, but we're not really in a drought per se, as far as some areas of Texas. Some areas of Texas is really in the drought because they haven't had rain in a long time. Texas is kind of divided, has three kinds of different climates. You got West Texas is kind of desert, and then you got Central Texas, more mountainy or hilly. Really don't have mountains, but we have hills. And then you got East Texas, where all the pine trees are. And so this is really good. Thank you, Rob, for joining me on YouTube. And I have somebody watching on Twitch. And it doesn't show anybody on Twitter, but I don't think it will. I think it would just, whoever's watching on Twitter would have to come over to YouTube to make comments. I really enjoy this coffee. It's pretty good. It doesn't say, the only thing is I was trying to look up what coffee beans do they blend. It's a dark roasted coffee, but it doesn't say. Oh, it says here Alfred Peet is renowned for achieving perfect blends, but his secret is to bring together coffees to exceptional. Each could stand on its own for unparalleled plasticity and look no further than a signature blend. This is their, look, it has their website right there. It's in their address and a phone number. Oh, you can even call them, I guess. And say, hey, I like your coffee. They say, okay. Join the other ones that like our coffee. But anyway. All right. Well, they've been on 20 minutes. Wow. See, Rob, when we have a good conversation, time flies when you're having fun. I'm pretty pretty sure this is available everywhere. The coffee that I was looking for a Black Rifle coffee because somebody the other day mentioned Black Rifle coffee, and I looked up online Walmart, which is, my wife says, why do you go to Walmart? But it said they had a Black Rifle coffee, but it's only, I didn't realize it's only available online. So we do have 2 Black Rifle coffee shops here in San Antonio. Well, actually 1 here in San Antonio and 1 in Bernie. So I'll probably go and actually buy the coffee there, and then I'll probably have a coffee there while I'm there. So I'll probably go, I'm not sure if I'll go to the one on 281 in Tacoma. That's the name, it's a one there. And then, or I'll go to the one in Bernie. Bernie is like probably about 45 minutes away from my home. And so I might go to that one. That one's it was pretty funny. I told the story before. Yes, it's a veteran-owned coffee shop, and the one on 281 in Tacoma, it took a while to open up because people kept vandalizing it. Because they do have a strong stance on the Second Amendment. So instead of just thinking it as a coffee shop, they were trying to keep it from opening up, I guess. But they do have a strong Second Amendment stance, the owner does. And so I guess everybody was upset about that. But it's a coffee shop, come on. So, so that one took a while to open up. So, and the one in Bernie, when I went there, I had told the story before, but I went to the, there's a, in Bernie on that main road there's a lot of antique shops and stuff like that. And so I went to the antique store right across the street from the Black Rifle coffee. You like your bread? And the lady there, she goes, oh, well, have you been over there to the Black Rifle coffee? And I said, yes, I just came from there. I had a coffee this morning, and I thought I'd come over and look and see what antiques you have. And she goes, oh, that Black Rifle coffee saved the town. Well, Bernie's been around for a long time. And a lot of people go there to look at antiques and stuff like that. So, well, thank you, Rob. Thank you, everybody, for watching the replay. And just remember, coffee and friends make a perfect blend. So we'll see you next time on Ken Rod's Coffee Break. Have a great day, Rob. Enjoy the rain, because a lot of people here complain about the rain, but it's really nice sometimes to enjoy it. So, my pleasure. We'll see you next time on Ken Rod's Coffee Break. Bye, everyone.